minutes ago. That was great.
That was amazing. That's the podcast right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Greetings and salutations, P1s.
Hi.
Hi, that's the wrong intro, but we're
I
going
was
to go
about to
with
say,
it.
are
We're gonna go
listeners
with it.
P1s?
No, but I'm just used to doing the Bad Radio Weekly wrap-up. Our listeners are not P1s, even though they are P1s, because I think that's the only people who listen to our podcast are P1s of the chicken.
On the chicken.
On the chicken, I just don't even.
Oh, who are you doing there? Who's that?
That's Elmer
Mike Soroy?
Fudd.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Mike Soroy.
Oh, hey, guy. That's my Mike Soroy impression.
That's your Mike Soroy
impression.
Hey, buddy. That opium drip. That's my Mike Soroy.
Yeah, he doesn't do any drugs.
He does not. Does not do drugs. You know what drug he does do? Life.
Yeah, he's high on life.
He is high on life. He's a good man. That Mike Sirios.
Oh, I love Sirios.
Psoriasis.
Michael Psoriasis.
Is he like a second father to you?
No, he's the only father I've ever had. And I hope my real dad's listening.
I hope so, too. Your real dad's a real piece of shit, isn't he?
He's dead, Trey. To me. Because he's a piece of shit.
Well, this is the Super GamesCast 64 podcast, the podcast where we talk about video games and other fun little tidbits of fun, newsy, stoopy stuff.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We're in another studio today because some other idiots are talking about sports on their stupid sports podcast.
Oh, look at me.
Talking sports.
Oh, home run.
The Cubs. The Cowboys. Dak.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, I know. That was a pretty sick burn, right?
Does the fucking internet just not work here?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Currently, the Cubs and the Indians are tied, and it's not looking good, buddy.
Is it still tied?
I think so. I'm going to go into the little My Bad app. I think the Cubs might. They got a runner on third with two outs.
The Google thing added the 3 runs to the wrong team. If you type in Cubs score right now, it says Cubs 9, Cleveland 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bad karma.
That's fucked up.
They're going to die. They're just going to die.
Oh, that was game 6.
Why
is it? Okay, just show me the current Cubs score. Oh my god.
It's 6-6.
Still? Whoa.
6-6. Anyway, we wasted about 4 minutes of everyone's time.
Okay, let's keep eating it up.
Let's do that. We got to make this podcast long, right?
Yeah.
So if you've been listening the past 8 episodes, I think this is episode 9.
We know you haven't.
Yeah, you've probably not been listening. This is probably just going into the ether, not to be heard from ever again.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other better options of podcasts for video games.
Yeah, let's be honest.
Like, dead serious, there are. You know?
Yeah.
Like, if you really want a good, high-quality video game podcast, you're going to go somewhere else.
If you don't want that,
you're here.
Yeah.
If you just like me and Austin for some reason, you're here. But if you really want a good video game podcast, you're somewhere else.
That's for sure.
You know, it's like we're not going to kid ourselves. It's like those stupid idiots doing their sports podcasts out there. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to get a lot of viewers, a lot of subscribers because we're talking about sports. No one's going to listen.
Oh, sports.
No one's going to listen to your podcast.
Yeah. What if we did sports video games?
No one would listen to that. Oh, they're leaving now. Look at those jackasses. They left.
Should we move?
Good riddance.
Should we move studios?
No, we're already here. Or did you want to move there?
No, I don't care. It's whatever. Should we move there?
They got the Cubbies in there, right?
Should we go see the Covers game?
I mean, we're already. All right.
Should we?
It's your call.
Oh boy, let me try to get this running again.
Okay. Well, if you do not know, Super GamesCast 64, we do a podcast every week about video games, news, topics, other little tidbits of information because
it's true.
We like video games.
That's true.
We also have a podcast on the Blowout Podcast Network where we actually review video games. We will be doing our Civ 6 podcast this Monday with the great Thomas Charles Fleming.
Trash Can Fleming.
Trash Can
I
Fleming.
like to call him.
We'll be doing that podcast with him. And then later in the week, we will be recording our Battlefield 1 podcast with hopefully Brad from Below the Belt. We'll talk about World War I and stuff. The rest of the year, I think we have Pokemon Sun and Moon. And then we got Last Guardian and Final Fantasy 15 to review. So we got a little packed little year. I've definitely not been. It's, there are games that I want to play, games I don't want to play. Right now, I'm kind of struggling between what I want to play and what I got to play and what I have to review and all that stuff.
Just cancel it all for the rest of the year.
Just cancel it all. I really don't care anymore. What have you been playing, man? How's your Halloween been? Have you been playing any spooky games?
Dude, I played the Pokemon Go spooky Halloween event.
Oh, yeah?
That was spooky as fuck.
Was that really spooky?
Yeah, it actually was fucking great.
Did you get the spooks?
No, I did not get any spooks, but, well, yeah, they had a lot of extra ghost Pokemon, and they also had Drowsy, who I guess is spooky.
He is spooky. He eats children's dreams, right?
Yeah. Oh, no,
he's like the Freddy
Haunter.
Krueger of, he's the Freddy Krueger of Pokemon.
I suppose. That's more Haunter, though.
No, I thought Drowsy, he kidnaps kids or something.
I don't know what you've been watching.
I watch only the best animes.
Clearly. So they had all these spooky Pokemon around, and then you got double candy for hatching, double candy for catching, double candy for transferring, quadruple candy for walking your bud.
I need to tell the users about this. I'm sure they'd be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All this candy.
Hell yeah. Pimp.
So how was your Hallows Eve, Halloween?
It was fine. Didn't really do anything. First year, I didn't really do, anything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I dressed up as Venom Snake.
I saw it was really good
tore
stew.
up the town.
You had a great stew, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I was lit. It was lit.
Was it lit?
It's pretty much lit, fam.
Where'd you go? Did you go to a party?
I went to Fort Worth on Friday, and then I went to Denton Saturday, and I could have probably done without the Denton.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you were in Fort Worth on Friday?
Yeah.
I think I was in... No, I was in Fort Worth on Saturday.
Oh.
Sorry.
I should have gone with you.
Yeah, you really should have.
We could have had a friend trip.
I was in a suit, though. I had to go to a wedding.
Me and Austin and I are kind of like Ralph Strangis and
Dale
Razor Ray. We don't ever talk to each other outside the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we just come in here and just do the podcast. We don't even speak to each other.
We don't communicate. No, we don't even communicate. I just check in here every few hours to see if Trey's here, and then we'll do it.
No communication. It's all good.
It makes my life perfect.
It does. Mine, too. I don't really even know much about Austin at all.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Whoa. What have you been playing, Trey?
I've been playing Battlefield 1.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. And, we're going to review that. But first impressions, good.
I like it. I've
really
played multiplayer, and I thought it was a lot of fun.
I played a little bit of multiplayer, and I've played the single-player story. I played 2 of the little vignettes. I guess 3, technically.
Okay.
I'm liking it. I think the reason I don't like first-person shooters is because I'm not good at them, and I don't put in the time to get good at them. And I don't like using the joysticks to aim either.
Do you like a mouse?
You know what? It's a lot better, but then you gotta, use the keyboard, which sucks.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it though. I feel like it's fun, and I feel like with Battlefield, there's so many different things you can use. So I could just use the plane every single time, and that big ass multiplayer thing. I like using planes. I like flying. But we'll talk about that next week.
Oh, that's right. I'll zip it up. We shouldn't talk about that.
We should not talk about it. Now we just totally ruined the review.
Yeah, I gave it an F-.
Yeah, F-. I also bought Skyrim, the remaster.
Why? You know, I've actually been thinking about it.
Well, here's my reasoning is because I didn't play it in 2011.
Oh, okay.
When it came out. I bought it for PS3. I tried playing it on PS3. Kept bugging out, breaking, freezing, load times are shit. And so I figured, you know what? It's better load times on PS4. It's enhanced on PS4. I'm trying to limit the games I go back to PS3 for, because there's a lot of games in my backlog, and I'm to a point where I'm like, okay, I just need to kind of cut a lot of this out. And the more I can get on PS3 or PS4, the better. Like the new Batman and BioShock, because I didn't play BioShock Infinite. I didn't play Batman Arkham City. So there's a lot of different games that are coming out remaster, which, is sort of appealing to me since I missed a lot. So that's why I got Skyrim. And I played a little bit of it, and I feel like I'm on the edge of getting sucked in if I play more.
It's the greatest ever.
It's a really... dude, I spent so much time with Fallout last Christmas.
You think Fallout, envelops you? This will really envelop you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful game. Like, you come around a ridge, and you're in a piney forest, and you look across, and the music hits just right.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's great.
Oh, it's so great.
Oh, shillelagh. Oh.
You'll enjoy it.
I hope so.
I hope you enjoy all your glowing air and everything, all the shiny glowing
I have
skies.
so much, though, I got to play that I got to kind of disperse it out, especially with doing these reviews, because, I'm going to be playing Civ 6 this weekend, and you're going to have to carry that review.
Oh, dude, I'm going to carry...
Okay.
I could carry 1,000,000 Civ 6
I'll carry the
reviews.
Battlefield if you carry this, Civ 6. Just because I'm playing it at a friend's house, and I didn't realize that this weekend's homecoming weekend at UNC.
Oh.
And so I thought I was going to be all weekend doing it. Now I realize I'm going to be having to go out and stuff like that this weekend. I'm going to be up in Denton, so it's like I was going to be up there anyway, so it'd be kind of stupid if I was just locked at my friend's house playing it all weekend.
Can I tease a story for that review?
I'm sorry?
Can I tease a story
for
that review?
Sure.
I think one of the achievements I named.
Really?
I'll tell that story next week.
That's a tease.
That's
right
a
there.
tease.
I really hope your girlfriend plays the legal.
Yeah, let's hope. Should we have the station on just to check?
No. It's fine.
She has a name.
Lady Gut.
Yeah.
Lady Guttery.
Yes.
Does she listen?
Lady Gut.
Does she listen to the podcast?
She is aware of it.
Yeah.
I think. Well, she's aware of it now.
Is she aware of the videos you've been in of mine?
Certainly not.
Really?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, we're gonna show her.
That's a tough thing.
She's really not aware of that?
No, she is.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah. She hasn't seen them, but she knows.
Show it to her.
She knows that I film stuff.
Film stuff.
Yeah, she knows I'm in film stuff.
In film stuff. So what have you been playing, Austin?
You know what I've been playing. Nothing but Civ 6.
Oh, Yoshi Story?
I got about a quarter of the way through Yoshi's Story.
Hubert?
You know I've been playing Cubert. If you go up to Barcadia on Tuesdays...
I've been there. I've been to Barcadia.
They do free games on Tuesdays, and I play nothing but Cubert. You can see me there from sun up to sundown playing Cubert.
All right. I'll go there and just look at you through the window.
Nice. No, I've just been playing a little Civ 6.
Little impressions, I guess. I hear, it's amazing.
It's amazing. There's a few tweaks that need to be done, but with a game that massive, there always is.
Mm-hmm.
I go on the Reddit almost every day and just see what things people come up with, and most of them I think people are overreacting, and some of them I'm like, that's probably a good fix. This is kind of annoying. A few of the UI things aren't very good, and Firaxis is really good at checking the Reddit and using that as ideas. And
that's good.
Yeah, that'll play into my story next week.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. But I was looking at a thread today, and people were complaining about getting a patch soon, and someone was like, why isn't Firaxis said anything? And then the next comment was from the lead developer, and he was like, we're getting it out as soon as we can, don't worry, which is
That's
nice
good.
to actually hear from a company.
So we have a ton of news stories.
Lay them on me.
Now I guess what we should do maybe is a little fallout from, or I guess just, a little more from the Nintendo reveal of the Switch. I think we could, press upon that.
How do you think the reveal went? Give me the impressions of the general public. Do you think they liked it?
I think they liked it.
I think they liked
the
it a
review
lot
went
too.
really well. I think we all know that it's, we're going to have the Band-Aid ripped out
Yeah.
at one point. It's not going to, from the looks of it, it's 720p. The battery life is reported to be really bad, like 3 hours.
Well, what do you need on a handheld screen?
Right, and
I've heard under 32 inches you don't need 1080p. It does nothing.
No, I agree with that too. But the thought is though, what is it going to be on the TV? Hopefully,
sure
it
it'll be
projects.
1080.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been hearing, there's all these rumors about prices and lineup. Let me see here.
Well, so here's the thing. The general public seemed to really like it.
Yes, the general public seemed to be cool with it, but
The investors were not.
yeah, that was the thing.
Their stock fell a ton for some reason, even though I didn't hear anyone just like, oh, this looks like crap.
I think they wanted them to stick with mobile.
Yeah, I think that was the investors are old, cranky, white cis men, and they don't know what us
Maybe
young.
they might be Asian, but
That's true. Well, they're white Asian cis men. They don't know what us young, hip Arab trans women
who like to have rooftop parties.
Yeah.
They don't know what we want.
Did you see that meme that got started?
Yeah.
Karen.
God, Karen, we wanted it. We're drinking, having conversations.
Nintendo.
Karen brought her Nintendo thing again. I think the response was positive.
Yeah.
I think everyone's excited for it.
Same here. I'm just confused why the investors didn't like it. I mean,
I think it's the whole mobile thing. I think they still think that it's all becoming mobile and mobile games, and it needs to stick with mobile, and consoles are dead, and no one plays video games anymore, but little kids on their fucking little shit mobile
Nintendo's
devices.
putting out mobile games. They should be happy with that and happy with the new console.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Nintendo's put out one mobile game, and it was the most profitable mobile game in history.
I put out two. Miitomo was the first one.
Is that a game? That was more of a fucking.
I mean, if you're not gonna call that a game, don't call Pokemon Go a game.
That's true.
It's kind of similar.
Yeah. Well, with the Mario game coming out on iPhone in December, that will.
No, and there's some good stuff on phones. I just
I think that Mario game is gonna make a killing.
Yeah, it will. That's they're gonna do it right, and it'll be good. I think also just the whole tablet thing. You got kids already having tablets, and they have tablets. So why are you doing another little handheld?
Yeah, they're gonna have to market it mainly as a TV thing.
Well, they're marketing it as a home console.
Right,
like
that's
on
good.
their website. It says Nintendo's new home console.
That's good. So that way, rich parents will buy it for their spoiled kids and not be like, you already have a tablet.
And financially irresponsible overnight board ops will buy it. You know. Yeah, exactly.
Like one Tim Krajewski.
And Trey Mitchell, that guy, that weird guy. So I'm looking here. They're not planning on selling it at a loss. So the Wii started at $250. Wii U debuted it at $300. So I mean, we can look at a price range around $300. I'm expecting.
I think that's a fair price.
Yeah. I think so too.
I mean, that's less than the Xbox and the PS4.
And a lot of third-party developers are saying it's really easy to use, it's really easy to develop for, so that's really good.
That's what's been the most encouraging to me is all the third-party support that they're not like with the Wii U where it's like, oh yeah, it's cool, man. Well, we might develop some games. Like they all seem to be really behind this.
Because I mean, you saw the Skyrim, but that's that came out in 2011. That's not anything impressive if they can run Skyrim. So it's gonna be, we're gonna have to see if they can, the newest games, if Red Dead Redemption 2 can work on the Wii,
or Mario Run.
Yeah, or any AAA game coming out. Which that's the other thing too, is that Nintendo, you don't really play third-party games on Nintendo consoles. Right. That's not what they're really for.
Well, hopefully this will change that, and we can play some, I don't know, FIFA. You know, I had a friend who thought it was pronounced Skyrim instead of Skyrim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Skyrim when it first came out.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Your friend's weird.
I'm not friends with him anymore because of that.
I wouldn't be. Adding on to the Nintendo news, Wii U production to end on November 4th, says new report.
Wrong.
Oh, it's wrong?
Yeah.
I did hear a report that it was wrong.
Yeah, there was a report that came out it was going to end on Friday, and then another report came out today. It said they're not stopping production.
Why? Why don't they just kill it?
Why would they? If they can still make sales till March 17th, which is the date that it's coming out.
How do you know it's March 17th?
It's the PAL date. We don't know the U.S. date, but the PAL date was leaked today as March 17th.
I didn't see that. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day.
Shillelagh. Yeah, and the event, they're having Nintendo Direct on January
12th or something. 17th.
Something.
I don't fucking know.
Something. Oh, January 12th. Yeah, that's it.
Nailed it.
Lineup, specs, all the goodness. And it's only a few months away.
Specs
only 2 months away, I guess.
Almost. Did you say Specs?
Specs.
One of our fine sponsors?
Yeah, fine sponsors on the ticket. So the lineup, all the little specs, fine spirits will be revealed on January 12th.
Yep, and Finder Foods.
We got a whole bunch of news. Before we get into another big news subject, PlayStation VR sells on track, Sony says. So that's good.
Oh,
you said you played
it. It was fucking amazing. It made my Gear VR look like a pile of horse shit.
Explain it. Explain your experience.
So I watched a little short video called Amastel or something French. It was about a little French girl who lived on a magic floating island. And it's got head tracking and shit. So, because like in my Gear VR, if I move left and right, it doesn't move. But this, I could move within the 3D world. Yeah. So like she kind of comes around this little floating bridge and up these stairs. And I could, poke my head under the bridge and I could like get really close until she was like right in front of my face and it felt like I could pick her up. It was fucking nuts. And then old Michael Soroy played Batman VR.
Yeah, that's the big one. I've been hearing about that since E3. Like that's like the premier title.
It's pretty dope. I watched him get dressed and he threw some batarangs and he stood on top of a tower and it freaked him out. Mm-hmm. It was great.
That's awesome.
It works really well.
Yeah.
And the guy was telling me the whole setup is only like $400.
Yeah. 400. I think it's. I could be wrong. I mean, you want to look this up quickly since my computer. I believe it's 400. That's the bundle with the wands.
Yeah, you get the controllers
and PlayStation VR Worlds, and I think 300 you can just get the.
You get just the
headset, which I'm kind of debating because I have the camera already. I have a PlayStation camera.
Okay.
And so I don't know if I should just buy used wands.
Oh, so you don't get the tracking camera.
You do get the tracking camera.
For the 300.
No, only with the 400.
Okay.
The 300 is banking on that you already have the camera and the wands.
Okay.
But the 400's everything. Yeah, $400. It's the most affordable VR headset on the market.
Yeah.
Good news for TC. You can watch porn on your PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
You got to download, a video and put it on a little flash drive, then put it in. It works on there.
Do you have to put videos on Facebook? Because I don't know how to put videos on Facebook.
Facebook? I don't know. But you can, because I think I remember having a conversation. Someone asked about that.
Yeah, you can do it on Gear VR. You just download the old porno videos. Oh my God, the Cubbers game is working.
Oh, good. Okay. What's going on?
Chicago Cups. Someone's rubbing a ball.
Yeah.
Talking to an up.
Ooh. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming. I want to get one for Christmas, so hopefully I will, and get a PlayStation VR by the end of the year. And then we can have maybe I can bring it up here. We can have a weekend where we play it, then give our, impressions. There's a lot of really good stuff out there. it'll be fun to use. So I'm glad that's on track. I'm glad that's doing well.
Yes, of course.
Another story that's kind of weird. No Man's Sky. Remember No Man's Sky?
Not really.
So I guess this happened. This article was October 28th. Pretty much what happened was their developer Sean Murray. There was a tweet that said, "I made a big No Man's Sky was a mistake," and then I guess there was some adjacent emails that would pretty much explain that, it is the Sony's fault and everyone else's fault that this game was bad, or we put it out too late. Now, all that was taken back. You see, my fucking computer is frozen, but I pretty much know the story. So all that was taken back. Sean Murray said, hey, our Twitter handle was hacked. That was not us saying it. And then it comes out that it was a disgruntled employee.
Yeah, apparently, who was it who had the story? Was it Mashable or someone? Or Medium or whatever?
Sure.
They said they reached out to Hello Games.
Hello.
And someone who was claiming to be Sean, or it was Sean, sent them back an email like, yeah, that was me. And then the company came out and was like, oh, that was a disgruntled employee. So I'm wondering if it was Sean and
Sean was a disgruntled employee.
Yeah, and he was just drowning in his own filth.
I really hope that guy's all right.
I don't think he is. But I mean,
that guy in all his interviews seems so just nervous and sensitive. And man.
He had to have known what was coming, though.
Yeah, but the internet can be fucking vicious and just cruel. Like, dude, he was getting, people are still saying, hey, you should just go kill yourself.
Well, maybe he should. Maybe that's a reasonable response.
Yeah, you think? I don't think you should kill yourself.
I'm looking at the bars over there, and I look way louder than you.
No, you're good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm checking for audio because last time the bars were good, but I still sounded way louder than you.
All right.
So this is just by hearing. It's weird too. Is you can play that and it sounds different than if you play in your car.
Huh?
Because in your car it really sounded, bad.
Well, I hope Sean Murray's okay.
I hope he's okay. I mean, it is kind of unprofessional that they haven't said anything officially about the game.
I had my 10 days of fun.
It was fine. It got really torched.
Dude, fun $15 game. Greatest ever $15 game, maybe? Not good $60 game.
No, they had to do it for $60 though. I guess they didn't have to do it, but I think people wanted to see that game fail, and when they saw it wasn't up to snuff, and then that they were kind of dishonest about things, they just pounced on it.
Why did people want to see it fail?
Well, heck, that's a philosophical question, man. Why do people want to see things fail? Why do people, pick a side and want to see the other side fail? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why you would want a game to fail.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really counterproductive to the whole industry. Why would you want anything to fail in a industry that you want to see succeed? I don't know. I don't know, man.
We have a player on base for the Cups.
Uh-oh. So there's another article about Rise of the Tomb Raider that the next on the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
When's that coming out?
Has been revealed as Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And I guess this happened. Someone snapped a picture on a plane and it got revealed.
That's weird. Why was it on a plane?
Because the developer had it on his computer probably. He was doing some stuff and someone saw it was, oh, look at that. That's the same thing that happened with Assassin's Creed Unity.
That's why you got to get one of those cool reflective black sheets for your screen so only the person head on can see.
Mm-hmm. People need to learn, man.
Oh, look who's up to bat.
Anything else on the No Man's Sky thing you want to add, or are we kind of done with that?
No, I just want to look at dreamy Chris Bryant in his eyes.
His eyes. It's got like a doll's eyes.
I don't want to ever talk about No Man's Sky again. It hurt too much. I was so excited.
I was too, and I look at that game on my shelf every day and just... I don't know if I should sell it. No one's going to buy it if I try to sell it.
You bought a physical copy?
Yeah.
For what? Oh, for PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Okay, never mind. I thought for your computer.
No. I don't, and that's the thing. I don't have a PC personal computer like you do.
You just have a Mac. You know, it's out. Civ is out on Mac now.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't think it could run on this.
Really?
I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it tonight.
Yeah, download it. You don't think that would run?
I mean, I already bought it though on PC, so I could just download the Mac version. Or am I screwed?
I don't know. It's most games on Steam. If you just buy the game, you can play it on either.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because I've already tried it. You're fine.
Okay. Let's see here, man. Let's
Yeah, so you could play all week.
Okay, I figured out what the big story was. Let's go with some of these littler stories now. We're kind of going all over the place this week.
Oh,
we
poor
just have a lot to
Cups.
cover, and we got those two big reviews.
The what?
I know, I slipped up there. We got those 2 big reviews coming up, and yeah. So I mean, we get a lot of news to cover. I'm kind of glad we're doing this now. And if my computer would actually fucking work, we could go on to the next story. But I can kind of see some of these. So Journey the developers of the game Journey revealed a new title or a new game, and they did it the Red Dead Redemption 2 route, where they released like 3 pictures.
Ooh. And a little voiceover.
A little
So what's the new game?
Well, they haven't released the title. They've just released some pictures. One is a candle lighting another candle.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
No, and the other is like 4 silhouettes of 4 children with capes.
Ooh, okay, I like where this is going.
And the another one looks like it looks like like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
But it's like a light coming out of like a stone thing, and it's like going into a cloud.
Man, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
You know what that sounds a lot like?
What?
Journey.
Yeah, well, it is by the creators of Journey.
I'll tell you what's by the creators of Journey.
What? Flower. They did Flower.
Oh, they did Flower?
Yeah.
I had so much fun playing Flower.
I like Flower.
Flower's a lot of fun.
It was fun. It got a little tough, but it was fun.
It did get tough.
It got a little tough.
You want to be tough, you got to be dumb.
My computer is just fucking shit right
now. Well, I have
now.
a 2-year-old Dell Inspiron. What do you need me to look up?
Just look up the Journey fucking thing. Hold on, let me look this up.
Man, poor Chris Bryant. He was like 2 inches from hitting a home run.
Poor Chris Bryant.
Company's called That Game Company. I'll click on news with my thing. Okay, here we go. God, this does look like Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. New developer teases. Okay, so it's that totally looks like Breath of the Wild or a Zelda game.
I see the candles.
The candles,
see
lighting,
the kids.
Bunch of kids. And now you see that the piercing the clouds. So they've not said anything about the game. I mean, it's been 4 years since they released Journey.
Is it Flower 2?
I did. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and one guy said that they're a few steps away from making a game about the bag from American Beauty. That was really funny because they use a really pretentious thing here. They say, where is the thing? They said, their next game is about sharing. Like their next game is about sharing. Okay. Oh no, they say this is a game about giving, and that's someone who says that should just get their ass kicked.
I know this isn't PC, but that's pretty gay.
It's pretty gay.
It's pretty gay, you know?
It's pretty gay. Though Journey's awesome. And Journey's, it's a great game as far as how it, the story and kind of the, not really a message, but what it says.
Yeah.
But it also just feels good to play.
Yeah.
You know, it's very fluid and it's about movement. And
talking about your ding-dang?
Your dang-dang. It feels good.
Yeah, it feels good to play.
It feels good.
Fluid movement.
Feels so good.
Feels good, man.
So, I mean, since my computer's totally fucked, there's one Battlefield story, but it doesn't really
Language.
Doesn't really matter. I want to talk about Bethesda. This is sort of our topic of the show. So, Bethesda.
Cups are up 7-6.
Oh, boy.
And they got 2 on base.
Oh, boy. How about there, Rans?
Go Cups.
Go Cubs, Rans.
You know, I've been a lifelong diehard Cups fan.
Have you been Have you been looking at Grego's Twitter recently in the
No,
past few
but
weeks?
my friend was telling me it's not a road you want to go down. He said it's a
It
dark,
is
twisty road.
Very dark.
He said he was going to write a tell-all book about the ticket, and he was targeting Bob Sturm specifically.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
No.
Like, it's been almost 10 years. You think
Dude, he is scorched earth on politics right now.
Oh, is he a big Jill Stein supporter?
Dude, he is. It's a lot of. It's like, I don't even know if I want to say a lot of the stuff he's saying, but it's scorched earth, and I mean he is. It's like certain things. I kind of want to just. I don't. I'm not going to because I'm an employee here, and I don't want to. I don't need to ever put myself in that crosshair at all or get involved whatsoever.
Like, you work for our production company, whatever you and I's production company name is going to be.
Mm-hmm. What?
Like, when we're doing this, you're not a ticket employee.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying though, I want to, well, I'm always no, that's not true at all. Anything you do on the side affects, your real job too. You can't have like if we were making a good money on this, you probably can't it's a, confidentiality, all that stuff. Not confidentiality, but, and, interests and, we probably couldn't be doing hardcore sports right now because they'd be like, hey, well, that's, you should be doing that for us.
Yeah.
But no, where I was going with that was, I just, I want to be like, hey, man, like Skyrim. But it's like, man, I don't even want to touch that. Don't even want to touch that.
Maybe we should invite him over to
We should
sleep on
have
the
him on the
couch.
show.
Yeah.
We should have him on the show. We should get him on. Grego, you have an invitation to be on our show.
It's bases loaded for Cubs.
Oh, no.
They're going to hit
Damn it, Ryan.
They're going to hit a great slam here and win this here game.
This here game, man. This here game. Okay, so let me read this article, and this might go into a bigger conversation about ethics in game journalism.
Oh, God, kill me.
No, it's not anything like that. So Bethesda came out with a blog post, and so they say that they announced that they will no longer be providing advanced review copies of their game to any media outlet any earlier than 1 day prior to release. The publisher released a blog post stating, while we continue to work with media streamers and YouTubers to support their coverage, both before and after release, we want everyone, including those in the media, to experience our games at the same time. This statement more or less echoes how Bethesda handled the launch of Doom earlier this year. So pretty much they launched Doom, they released it the day before it came out. People loved it, critical acclaim, made a lot of money, and so they figure we'll just do this from now on.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, covering your ass. Like, if you're able to sell a game with 1 day of reviews, then you have no need to release it early, I guess. Although that is kind of ripping the consumer a little bit.
It is. I mean, they have everything in their right to do it.
Yeah.
And that's probably smart on their part.
Yeah.
Because they can release a game and they'll know people will buy it, and that's why you don't pre-order games, because you don't know you don't know what if the game's going to be good or not, or if it's going to be buggy as hell when you buy it, and they're just banking on that people are going to pre-order anyway. They're going to buy it, and they don't care about the reviews really, and they say, yeah, you can wait for your favorite reviewer, but it's a shitty business practice.
I think it is.
Because, I mean, and also Bethesda's games are so big.
And they're always good, too.
Yeah.
When do they just lay a big old stanker?
They haven't. But
Yeah.
But they're so big that, I mean,
they can't afford to lose.
No, I'm saying they're so big, it takes so long for reviewers to review
Oh,
them.
yeah. You got to have it like a month before.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like Civ, you can play 2, 3, 4 games in a week, 1 week before release. Although Firaxis gave out review copies like a month before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it makes their company look not
Well, I think
confident.
that's just the way it's going. I
Yeah.
think that's the way it's going with, companies and sending out copies. And I think it's just a kind of a message to the consumer to be smart. Don't pre-order the game. Wait for the reviews. You don't need it day one. Wait for, and I'm guilty of pre-ordering because, it's cheaper. You can, I guess, put in money. If you don't have enough money at the time, you put, I don't know. And well, that's if you're buying it like a GameStop or something, because you could keep putting money onto it. But I mean, still though, just save your money. And now Amazon has a thing where if you pre-order, you get 20% off. But I guess it's 2 weeks after the game launches too, so
That's dumb.
you really don't need a pre-order at all. And so I'm gonna try to be better at not pre-ordering anymore.
I used to pre-order a lot when I would reserve physical copies of the game. Like I'm gonna pre-order.
Back in the day, though, you had to because there wasn't a big supply. But nowadays,
well, like I'm gonna pre-order Pokemon because I'm going to GameStop that midnight to get it, and I want to make sure I get a copy there.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Nintendo is not an unknown developer trying to screw people with pre-orders, and plus that pre-orders through GameStop. Like Nintendo has the funds to go ahead and make the games; they don't need to trick people into pre-orders.
No, I agree
will
with that.
pre-order if there's a nice bonus, and if I trust the company.
Yeah. I'll pre-order if it's a game that I know I'm going to enjoy, like Uncharted 4. Like that would be a game I'd pre-order over and over.
Yeah, like Civ, you got 3-month early access to like their first round of small DLC for free by pre-ordering, and so that's what I did, and I felt fine doing that.
Yeah, but I just feel like now though, I think these.
Oh yeah, the majority of the games I will not pre-order.
No, I'm not just gonna pre-order any game.
Yeah.
But I think Bethesda, in one way, they're doing probably the best thing for their company, but the other way, it's a really shitty practice. And I know, like, the big media outlets and YouTubers hate this because now, it's going to be a race to put a review out as fast as possible. It's not all coming out the same day.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get people within the first 6 hours playing through it as fast as they can to get their review up first, and not having a real complete review. It's dumb.
I think it's bullshit when they say, "Oh, it's helping the consumers," that everyone's gonna experience it at the same time.
I think it's fucked.
That's fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, that just seems like a cop out.
But yeah, I mean they're doing it to protect the their bottom line. If they're producing a shitty game, then No Man's Sky,
Okay, yeah, but then it's just like, oh, what, you're just gonna lie to us so you can still sell a game? Like, no, if you've made a shitty game, you deserve not to have.
And I think it's also day one patches and stuff like that. I think that's so popular now and prevalent that they're kind of trying to, advert all the criticism for day one patches. And
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with a day one patch though.
No,
you can't expect. Because like back in the day when you made an N64 game, it had to be airtight because you couldn't send out another one.
But I think they're falling back on it too much. I think the load times, I'm a console player, and the load times I buy physical copies, and it takes a long ass time to download a game usually.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine, getting digital only.
Oh, dude,
that takes days.
I was pumped for Fallout 4 when it came out, and I had to sit for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get to play that night because I had to go to bed because it was a Thursday, and it didn't finish till like 2:30 a.m. downloading the patch, and I was pissed.
So yeah, they need to figure all that shit out. But yeah, that's I think that's an important story. I think that's going to be the way we see things going forward, is these companies not holding back review copies. And I think that really hurts the reviewer if you have a short period of time to review a game. You can't really take your time, and I think that's the one problem with reviews anyway, is that you're not playing it the way at a pace that a regular person would play it. And I guess it's very difficult because a game is not a movie. You can watch a movie and it's a certain amount of time. But with a game, especially like a game like Skyrim or Fallout, that's hours and hours and hours, hundreds of hours. People will play in a many year span.
Yeah, I mean, if you go see a shitty movie, you've wasted, 2 hours and $9?
Yeah. And I'm not saying, it's not even just about shitty games. It's just about broken games and bugs and things that don't work, servers that don't work.
Yeah, I mean, imagine them releasing a movie where you can see people off screen and some of the effects don't work,
Yeah.
and there's like a scene missing, and then it's like, oh well, if you guys come back in a week, we'll have a fixed one ready for you.
But yeah, now you just gotta have to buy it and see, or you wait for the review that comes out in like a few weeks after and play the game.
Either way, it's fucked.
It's fucked. It's fucked, man.
You know what? Fuck you, Bethesda, but only like 1% because I love all your games.
I love your games. I'll buy them. Don't get that fucked.
Yeah.
Though I think they should. I mean, I think they should do Elder Scrolls 6, but I think they should do something else that's out of Fallout Elder Scrolls. Like I know they do, they do Wolfenstein and all those other games, but that's like their other little companies. Like, Bethesda proper should do, something else. Some other big multiplayer, or big RPG set like somewhere else.
I mean, I'd honestly be fine if they just pumped out Elder Scrolls and Fallouts for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, I could see. I mean, I always kind of jump to space, but I guess it's kind of Mass Effect, but I could see him doing like a space game, like a humongous open world space game.
Yeah, some sort of like where you can fly to planets and mine resources and stuff.
Yeah, like you can, you have a ship, you gotta mine your ship, and then you can like go to different planets, and you can like name those planets.
That would be really
That'd be really cool. Then maybe you could kind of share your planets with other people.
Yeah, and I don't need people to see the planet names that long.
No.
If you get rid of them after 2 weeks, that's fine.
Yeah. And I mean, you can then there's like something in the center of the universe, which really is just restarting the game. But, there's something there. Definitely. That's where you have to go.
God, it sounds like a great game, but we could do that.
We could totally do that game.
All right, let's see if we get a great slam here. That's going to be the end of the inning, but Trey, we are going into the final half inning, possibly.
Oh, man. Well, that's the Super GamesCast 64 for this week.
Yeah,
right?
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks for listening to all this shit.
Yeah.
It was shit.
It was a pile of horse shit.
It was probably our worst podcast.
That's fine. You got to lay some stankers.
Some stankers.
Yeah. I mean, we had a Dak Prescott Philadelphia episode right here, am I right?
You know what? Let's do best of the week and worst of the week.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do that.
That's what those sports chumps in there are doing.
Sports. We got our best of the week, worst of the week. We got our best plays. We got winners and losers. We got what did they? What was the one thing they did? Like the I don't know. Where all those like best move of the week, hot take of the week, bro.
Dude.
We're going to be a sports podcast.
Dude. Top 10.
Top 10.
Hot take of the week.
Well, that is the Super GamesCast 64 podcast on Podcast Super GamesCast 64 podcast, the podcast proper Podcast 64. I'm Trey Mitchell. You can find me on Twitter at CrayTreyVids. Austin Guttery over there.
You can find me at Helen Smeller and at Sportsturm.
Where can you find your lovely female?
Don't think she's on Twitter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ariel came in today and said hello.
She did.
Yeah.
She was repulsed by me, I think.
She was repulsed by this whole situation. She is not like video games. She does not like podcasts. You put them together and it's a hurricane of hell.
You don't want to get that. You don't want to get involved.
I actually think she likes both of those things.
Okay,
so,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, you can find us on iTunes. Next week we will be doing the Civ 6 podcast, and we'll also be doing the Battlefield 1 podcast 2 weeks in a row, so we might not be doing a podcast for a little while, like this regular podcast.
Now, Trey,
unless you want to. Do you want to do this like this on Wednesdays still?
No, I think we gotta cram too much stuff in next week.
Okay. So we won't do that then.
Trey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Where the heck am I gonna find a game as old as Battlefield 1? And what's that come on? Floppy disks or something? Is that on the old?
It's all on the old Sega Genesis.
Genesis.
On the old Atari 2600.
What is the first Battlefield? When was that? Like 2002?
Hold on, man. Keep talking for a second. Let me look that up.
The first. Okay, Trey is picking up his phone right now. He's got his thumbs going. Oh, he's searching away. It gets me so hot when he searches for Battlefield. Okay. Oh, he found it.
The first Battlefield was Battlefield 1942 on September 10th, 2002.
That's right. I nailed it.
That was a long time ago.
And then, was Battlefield Bad Company related?
Yeah, Bad Company was Vietnam, I think.
No, they had Battlefield Vietnam. Oh, was Bad Company in Vietnam as well?
Mm-hmm. I think. I don't really know.
That was the first big game with destructible environment.
I really just played Nintendo at this time, so I really don't know.
Whatever.
This was on the Mac OS X. Floppies. Microsoft Windows. DOS.
Ooh. See, that's what I was talking about, them floppy DOS.
Floppy DOS. Big old DOS.
Well, thanks for a great podcast, Trey.
Thank you for being on this great podcast, Austin.
Thank you for being a friend.
This is the podcast that'll never end. We're gonna talk
again.
Podcast will never end. Talking, never end. Talking. This podcast will never end. We're never gonna stop talking.